We're talking with Dave, and we're in Singapore. Say hello, Dave.
Hello.
Dave.
How are you, Arch?
Dave. I wanted to ask you here. We're in Singapore together.
Yep.
What the question on everyone's lips? What is the wristwatch market like here in Singapore? How is it?
It's better than Hong Kong.
Better than Hong Kong?
Prices are quite reasonable compared to Hong Kong.
They're quite
On the
reasonable.
on the second-hand market, seem to be a bit better.
Yeah. Seem to be better. That's always good.
Supply seems to be worse than the last time we came here.
Supply is worse.
Yes.
Okay.
Modern sports has always been bad at the AD level, but on the pre-owned market, there doesn't seem to be as many. I haven't seen a Panda yet.
Not one Panda?
I haven't seen a Panda. I haven't seen a black.
No, we did see a Panda in Hourglass.
Oh, the black. It was a black, not
It was a
Panda.
black. Oh,
Yeah, but it was the AD bullshit on display
yes.
mentality. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I haven't seen that many Hulks, Batmans.
No.
You see them, but just
So-
not in less
Modern
quantity.
sports Rolex, very modern sports Rolex, very hard, isn't it?
Yes.
It's incredibly hard. So the big thing is there with Rolex. So Singapore itself, the prices are better than Hong Kong. Hong Kong is outrageous.
Yes, definitely.
Singapore is expensive compared to Australia.
On certain things, I'd say it's
Mhm.
more expensive. On other things, I would say it's on par.
Yep.
There's a bigger supply here in terms, especially vintage, more vintage or older models. There's more to look from than in Australia.
And it's interesting you say that because Singapore used to be a real big Rolex nation here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of people see in Australia itself, we used to have, before we had the GST, sales tax on wristwatches
It was bad.
was 33.25%, 33.25%.
Like luxury car tax.
But what's happened is the government changed the tax system to have a GST, a goods and services tax. The rate has fallen down to 10%, and it's no longer, when you went to another country, you're no longer 30% in front. So
No.
it's Singapore used to be a huge Rolex place.
There's still
Hong Kong
Rolex
used to
here.
be huge, or has always been huge Rolex.
Yeah. There's still Rolex here. It's just there's not as much as I was when I came here last time.
Yes. Yes.
Especially the modern, like Hulks, Batman. They're all here, but just not in as much quantity as they were previously.
Yes.
Even date subs, ceramic date subs. We went to a shop today,
Yes.
but it was price on application, a second-hand dealer. You had to ask what was the price on a date Submariner from 2015.
I mean,
That's
it's
ridiculous.
crazy, isn't it?
Absolutely stupid.
Singapore itself there, do you stay in touch with the American market? Do you look at the American market much?
It's hard because the dollar's so weak. Our dollar's like pesos compared to the US. I find a few of my friends always show me US prices, and
Yes.
I find that I can get them cheaper in Australia.
Cheaper in Australia.
And even I'd say Singapore is cheaper than America.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. America's just...
But if you're looking for modern Rolex, there is a definite shortage of steel sports.
Correct.
It's not even
I think it's more the demand. Everyone says that the Rolex has cut supply. I think that's absolute bullshit. I think demand has just skyrocketed to levels that Rolex are most probably happy because it's making their brand more premium.
Yes.
So I don't think they've cut their supply at all, in my opinion.
Yes.
The supply, there's just the demand has gone through the roof. Maybe they've cut supply in certain models.
No, I tend to think I don't think Rolex is necessarily... Look, Rolex is not your friend, okay?
No.
First rule. But
They hold the keys.
I don't think Rolex is necessarily cutting supply of steel supports to do a Hermes. Hermes did that with the Birkin. That's that handbag that
Oh yeah.
you've got. It's a sort of a fake.
Yeah, Hermes is just all bullshit. Limited.
It's French. They're
Yeah,
French.
yeah.
They're French.
They can't do
They're
anything
French.
right.
They're French. So, in all honesty, I don't think Rolex is to blame for the shortage. The customers, I think it's China. I personally, my view is it's China, because that market never existed before. When they had the decades ago, people were just impoverished peasant farmers. They were Mao's workers, and they weren't They weren't middle class. Now, when you send all those jobs to China, some very small percentage of Chinese become
wealthy.
Very wealthy.
And yet, I'm not being bad against Chinese, but they're materialistic, aren't they?
Oh, money is their god.
Yeah,
money is their god. Just
luxury goods is something that they aspire to.
They love luxury goods.
Which is nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. No. Money's very important. Winner, loser, failure, isn't it? It's all winner, loser, winner, chicken dinner. It's all Chinese, isn't it? And no, it's incredibly interesting, but
even the rest of the market. The lady, remember we talked to a lady from Pluta today.
Yes.
And she said the market is quite weak at the time being. Remember she said
yes.
And just the supply of even Pluta is getting bad.
Yes.
Remember we asked about the GMT.
Yeah, the Pepsi, the famous Pluta Pepsi, which is a superb watch, and she didn't have any answers for us.
But she was willing to discount the Black Bay. I thought to a level that, fair enough, it's not as cheap as what we can get in Australia.
Yes.
But that discount at that dealer might not be available anymore for legal reasons.
This dealer in Singers there, what discount did she offer us? Tell me what discount she offered us.
On the Black Bay, she offered us, well, straight up it was 10% discount.
10% discount.
Then she says you get your sales tax back.
Yeah, which is
7%.
Yeah.
Then you also get back, she said, if by being with a Marina Bay...
Because this was in the Marina Bay Centre
another
complex.
5% off.
Yes.
And then she came up with some other weird thing that added another 3%. I didn't understand what that was.
Okay.
But, so that was all up 22%. That was 22%.
Okay, that's taxes and Marina Bay discount.
Yeah,
it's kind of a whole range of things there.
Where when we went to the one that we won't talk about, they offered me a 25% discount in Australia.
Yes.
But that was before. Tudor has given a price increase, not a very big one.
Yes.
But
so Singapore market, we've got a lot of Americans listening to this video here. Should they jump on a plane, come here and buy Pepsis and Hulks and all the hard to get Rolex sports, or?
I think the market here is cheaper than their own. Yeah.
But is there supply? No.
I think there is a bit of supply. It's just that. Like I don't deal. I assume there's big supply in the American market compared to here, because America. Let's be honest, America's the power.
But the ADs don't have sports Rolexes for sale, for example.
You're hearing a little bit like what was it? The guys on your channel have been saying that there's been some steel sports popping up in, say, Vegas and stuff like that. Maybe a little bit more than here, and you hear on forums and. Stuff like that people are saying, oh, they got the call from the AD. You don't know how true that is. That might just be people blowing smoke up their ass. You don't know.
Yes.
But I think the market here is pretty good. The market here is better than America. Better than America.
Still, the thing is, every AD you could not go and buy a no-date sub, for example, from an AD.
No, not at all. No.
It's the grey market dealers who have some, and they're all premium products.
Yeah. And see, today we went and we even saw an Explorer. Remember we went to the one at Marina Bay, the Royal?
Yes.
And they had the Explorer 2.
Yes, Explorer
42.
Black dial.
On display only.
Display only, not for sale, display
and
only.
Never been a hot watch on the secondary market, ever. It's never sold at a premium to retail.
Yes. And there you go, it's very...
It's on display only bullshit.
Yes.
Maybe that's happening. That seems to be happening across the market. I don't believe, I think it's actually bad for their brand, but who am I to know? I don't get it. I don't get it. But
Yes. Okay, Dave, that concludes that video. That's great chatting to you. We'll make a new one very soon, Dave.
do I have to give you your passport back after this?
I've just got to raise a bit more funds, and I should be able to pay you back the debt.
Okay.
Oh. Hey Archie Luxury fans, if you're into luxury, then you gotta be into 66 Buick Rivieras. Check out my son and I, Alex, as we restore this beautiful 66 Buick.
Neighbors are having a picnic, you know, having fun and stuff. Me, I'm doing cars. It's what I've done my whole life.
A sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. There goes a sight from my soul. I think it's all angels just walk by. 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 There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my there goes a sight. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul.